We're live.
We're live.
When a boat sinks.
Like live, or like the opening screen live?
Oh shit, I forgot we had an opening screen.
Oh,
We should have been.
who needs it? Who needs
I
it?
forgot we paid for the opening screen. You want me to switch to it real quick?
No, it's all right. Just everyone know, all zero of you right now, that it's awesome.
Just leave a note to the editor to edit that in the VOD.
Yeah. I'll just tell the editor.
Yeah, just the editor.
We're not gonna remember to re-upload it. Would you like me to recap?
Let's have Kyle take a note.
Please. That'd be
Okay.
great.
All right, so last we left off was Rowan being pulled into the room of this weird, like, emaciated, hairy crew member who seemed to be speaking with someone else's voice that was kind of like half male, half female. And it turns out this was the guy in the dream realm that we had visited earlier. And he was like, "You took something of mine." And he basically gave us an ultimatum that we needed to deliver the soul of the broken one, or else they would like probably ruin all our food and try and kill us all. We kind of debated amongst ourselves on what delivering that soul meant. Like, are we supposed to kill the broken one? Are we supposed to just like drop them off on a room? We're not good at solving puzzles, so that remained unclear. We did a lot of debating last time. We all kind of wondered who the broken one was, but Rowan did some talking around and some, con artistry, and found out that it's the first mate, Thalia something.
Probably Harlan.
Thalia Harlan.
Yep.
Triskana and Zeph went to question the Suma prisoner, and using message, Triskana and the Suma had a conversation, and the Suma basically told us that he has information that would be of value to the Emperor. His name was Vorak Arturul, and he wanted us to free him, and he could give us information that might help us. I have more. It's just, wow, I take so many notes that are completely irrelevant, so I'm sorry. Valsina planted the cursed dagger in one of Triskana's plants, and it made it turn like gray and sad. I'm still mad. Valsina and Triskana.
I think I didn't throw it overboard.
I still think you should have. Passed out some good berries to the crew to help with the seasickness, and also like the nausea of like food being spoiled from breakfast that morning. Rowan was very charming and offered some of her like personal stash of mead to the captain and the first mate to like get him kind of laid back and get him talking and see if we can get some more information. We hopefully convinced the captain to like let the whole crew have dinner above deck, like picnic style, and they were gonna get everybody in a good mood, and hopefully was playing music. The captain ordered ale for the crew to be brought up from Jack Sparka's quarters, and come to find out that it was the body of Jack Sparka, who Rowan saw that morning, who like was hidden in that cask that they brought up. Valsina didn't know that, so the captain ordered that gross cash to be thrown overboard. And Valsina's like, "I can fix it. I cast purified food and liquid. Let's drink it." And that was fucking hilarious. I think
What do you think happened?
the captain like pretended to drink it, made the first mate actually drink it, and all was actually going pretty well at our party until
I don't remember anything going well.
a couple things went not horrible. We got them talking about the siren and the siren ocean, and Triskana took that opportunity to cast Detect Thoughts on the captain and the first mate. And after doing so, learned that the subject of that spell knows that it's been cast, so that went real bad, real fast. She saw visions of the captain's family. He has 3 kids on land. Thalia, Triskana found out why she's called the Broken One. It's because she has a sad-ass backstory about her lover being murdered. Interesting, Mike. Interesting. Anyway, so that kind of spoiled the mood. It spoiled the party. The captain and the first mate were originally like, "We like you guys. We were wrong about you." But no more. Nothing but ill will, at least towards Triskana. Holfi, well, we argued for a while about what to do about the whole, like, shadow guy thing. And Hopefully was like, what if we free the Suma prisoner? And maybe we could give him this cursed dagger. Maybe we could give the Suma to the, Spookums, the Shadow, and let them sort each other out. We had a lot of really bad ideas. So we just picked one and went with it. And ultimately, Rowan and Holfi went to the Suma prisoner. Triskana went and got the cursed dagger and waited outside like the ghost room so we could kind of like connect after the plan succeeded. It didn't succeed.
No of the 3 major things we attempted to do succeeded, just so we're clear.
We made progress in a direction.
Closing off every other direction.
Yeah.
Just that direction was underwater.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
when the gods close a door, they open a window below deck of the ship that is sinking. So, alright, so Rowan went down to the Suma prisoner, used her teleportation ring to try and teleport him into Jack Sparka, aka the ghost room. Didn't go great, ended up teleporting themselves into the ocean. And she used her additional teleport to get them back on the ship, intending to teleport them into our quarters, but instead onto the main deck within earshot of the captain, who heard them land with like a big wet thud, came out. The Suma grabbed Rowan, threatened to like snap her neck, but Rowan, clever and fast, stabbed the Suma and then ran to the captain. Was like, "He's trying to kill me!" Like she had nothing to do with it, even though it was entirely her fault.
Brilliant.
Officer Durgo,
BMX. Call.
Officer Zala. I'm never, ever going to call him that. Officer Zala took the Suma prisoner back under. Because Valsina turned into a moorbounder, and I was like, pinned him to prevent him from getting away. I think after that, we all just went to sleep and we're like, fuck it. Well, we failed on everything, so let's just go to bed. And lo and behold, when we went to sleep, we all woke up in the same spooky dream realm and heard this ghost, like, male, female voice who was like, "You arrived empty-handed," because we failed.
Everything. We failed everything.
Everything.
We figured nothing out
Yeah.
and ruined everything else.
And we arrived in a room with a single thread hanging from the ceiling and a riddle written on the wall.
And the riddle said,
"Red through and through, it has no mouth but eats many things. It fears water, but not wind." All right, I'm done. I'll see you guys later. Good night.
Here for our opener, everybody.
Thank you. Tip your waitress.
that was a great recap.
Don't drink the ale.
Don't trick me
Don't
out.
drink the ale. Don't drink the ale.
Holfi, for your feet
Marcus
hole.
flexed out.
So you're currently in this
Oh yeah, I should have said sorry.
just this plain round cavern. It's rather dark in here. There is this just long string hanging from the ceiling, kind of disappears into blackness above you. You can't see where this thread ends. And just on the wall ahead of you, behind the string, you can barely make out the words of this riddle, kind of carved, maybe like with a dagger into the walls of the cave, this cavern.
And you said we can...
You can hear your breath kind of echoing in the cavern, bouncing off the walls as you look around. Rather silent.
And we can give ourselves a long rest, right?
Yes, everyone has a long rest.
You're very, very
As-
kind. Very kind.
Yes.
Should we
You say that now.
chop Zeph's hand off again to see if they're dreaming or not?
Should we?
Oh, is that you are missing your hand.
I'm
Again,
missing my hand again.
your hand is
Oh, I
missing.
thought I put it back on, but really bad.
Oh,
Oh, it
yeah,
was
she
hanging
did.
out. It was sewn on, but there was no bonal connection.
There was like all the
It was
bones
just the
were-
skin. Yeah.
I
So somewhere in this
floppy skin sack hanging off.
so somewhere in the stream realm there is a hand slowly decaying.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, you guys want to solve the riddle?
That is not the point of this session, by the way, to find this hand.
It is now.
And you all go about, like,
You realize how wasting that was to leave that hanging there. Better shut that shit down quick.
The ones we get, we keep here.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I didn't like that.
What is the... How is the... Like, what? Tell me about the thread. What is it made out of?
At a glance, it looks like kind of a plain white thread made of some sort of, maybe, I don't know, what are threads made of? Fabric of some sort, cotton, perhaps?
Okay. Not like a golden... Nothing special.
Doesn't look special, no.
Okay.
So
It's about the size of a string of yarn,
Okay.
diameter or whatever, thickness.
So you guys think we should just set it on fire?
Do you think that's the riddle? It's fire?
Looks
I
like
think that's the rule.
and through. Makes sense.
Is this being in the room with us? The shadow.
Oh yeah. Where did the voice come from? Is it just in our heads?
Like omnipresent, kind of echoey.
It was omnipresent. Yeah, it was on-directional. It just seemed to kind of emanate throughout the cavern.
They didn't like us stealing something last time. Why do you put us here again?
Punishment for the first time, maybe?
There's a point across.
Do you want me to burn it?
Do it.
But the other, do I have that dagger on me in this dream realm?
Did you have it on you when you went to sleep?
It was
Where
in my
was it when we-
it was in my bag. So like under my it would have been like under my hammock. Not on my
Close
person.
enough.
Yeah.
It's on you. Yep.
Oh, cool. I can just.
Yeah.
I don't think this has anything to do with the puzzle, but
It's
Can
in
we pull
should we leave this here?
Maybe this is our only way out. What if we're supposed to climb and string and not set it on fire?
String.
I mean, it is a string, so it's probably not.
I tug the string very gently.
As you tug it, it gets taut. And then you release it, gets loose again. Gets loose.
Are there any ways out of this room? Or is it's just four walls?
It's a rounded cavern. You don't see a door.
Squeakums with me?
Yes, Squeakums is with you.
Bird mouse.
Actually, no, Squeakums is not in the dream realm.
Okay. That's it.
Like, you fucked up too, little mouse.
Please, at
All
least
this to
not
not
have
provide me a soul.
What if Squeakums was the broken one?
That's Squeakums. Why won't you let me die?
Hours ago.
It's a sad trombone. I swear, trumpet. Trumpet.
What if we make fire but don't set anything on fire yet? Just like maybe.
Illuminate the room.
Yeah. Might be good.
Okay. I will produce flame.
Okay. So you produce a flame, holding it in your hand. Nothing happens.
I hurl a firebolt like past Valsina and just have it like Lynn behind her on the ground.
Just dissipates on the ground, leaving a small char mark, black mark on the ground.
I think we know what we have to do.
Light this bad boy on fire. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna throw fire at it. I don't want to put my hand over it in case something weird happens.
Okay. So is that what you do? You throw the fire at it? All right. The string catches fire. The fire slowly starts to creep up the string into the blackness above you. A few moments later, you hear a loud cracking sound as from above you see a number of stones start to fall from the ceiling down towards you. So I need everyone to make athletics checks.
Sweet.
Or dex saves, I guess.
Dex save sounds reasonable. $19.
Okay.
8.
Let
2.
me roll for a whole piece.
Just fuck my shit up, Michael.
What was it? So 19,
2.
2.
Ophi got a 13.
Just
You got a
fucking
13.
crush off one of my legs or something.
Okay.
And just kind of have to live in like a backpack every time when the realm around out.
And Rowan, what'd you get? What did Rowan get?
I got
A 20.
a 30.
Oh, Dirty 20. And Valsina?
8.
8. All right. As these stones suddenly fall from the ceiling, at the same time, you see across on the opposite side of the of this cavern a door suddenly appear, and so Zeph and Valsina, You will
Press my rocks
take.
and die.
You die.
Zephyr,
These are not big rocks, so
Zephyr's taking the decision to switch to physical dice now. Good Lord, D&D Beyond fucking carries me. I like these guys, they're neat.
Oh.
I like this.
you each, the two of you each take 3 points of damage.
Oh, it's
Falling damage as these rocks fall and hit you on the head and your shoulders.
knees and toes also?
What's that?
Knees and toes also?
Knees and toes.
Knees and toes also.
Knees and
yes.
toes. The door, is it by any chance made of gingerbread?
It is not. It is made of stone.
Boo.
We probably shouldn't eat anything here anyway.
Okay.
Just look around. We're gonna open the door.
I want to approach the door and look at it with my eyes, but not my hands.
It is a, so it looks like a stone door now that's kind of outlined, think a la Lord of the Rings. Looks like basically you just require a push in it. There's no handle.
I push it.
Push it.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Good
And
thing
do a
I'm
strength check.
Don't worry, guys. Allow me to embarrass myself first tonight.
I will use Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you. I will take that Bardic Inspiration. That was a 14 for me.
Okay, with the Bardic Inspiration?
No?
Okay. It doesn't quite budge for you. It's stuck there.
I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration. What are you at, Holfie? Is that a 6 right now?
You have, I think it's a D6. It doesn't say.
Because we're babies, right? Actually, now it's a 20 with my Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, so that does it.
Hey.
So, Kofi says, "You got it," and you just push a little harder, and the door just pushes open. And in front of you, you see another cavern similar to the one you were just in. This cavern more well lit. You see about, it looks like a circular set of candles lining this room, maybe about 100 candles or more, circling the wall. In the center of the room, you see what looks like a piece of parchment.
Okay. I will cautiously enter the room.
I'll follow.
Wait.
I
I'm
stop.
gonna check the traps.
What'd you say, Rowan?
I get in front of everybody. I say, wait, I'm gonna check for traps before they go in.
I freeze.
Okay. So you go in first, or you want to do a perception check? What do you?
Investigation or
Investigation check. So investigation, you have to is that right? Investigation, like you actually kind of have to go in and investigate a little bit. So you're stepping in and yeah.
Yeah, perception is like what do you notice? What would you have noticed? Versus investigation is like looking around and
Yeah.
picking stuff up.
So you're investigating cautiously. Yeah, going to do a investigation check. Mike's not picking you up if you're talking, by the way.
No, I'm not yet. 21.
Okay. You do a rather thorough investigation as you stop everybody from moving inside, and you take a couple steps into the doorway. You make a circle around the room, inspecting all the crevices, corners, where the floor meets the wall. Everything kind of looks up to par, similar to the previous room, just with about 100 candles and a piece of parchment on the ground.
I'll bite. I'll walk over to the parchment and look at it without picking it up.
Okay. So it's written in common, and what you can make out, it says, "It cannot be seen whenever it's there. It fills up a room. It's much like the air. It cannot be touched. There's nothing to hear. It is quite harmless. There's nothing to fear."
It's
Darkness.
It's
Blow out all the candles and it'll be here. But nothing to fear.
What if I'm afraid, though? Then does that ruin it? Not that I am afraid, but just hypothetically.
We're all here together.
You should be afraid.
I am afraid.
Well, hold my hand.
Okay.
Whatever end we face, we'll be among friends. Just reach out, take Tristana's hand, hold my hand.
I'll
Oh
grab.
wait, we should blow the candles out, otherwise we're just holding hands in a room full of candles. Oh, that's weird.
Weird circular room.
Bit premature.
All right.
Middle.
Let's split up, and we'll each just start
blowing our candles.
We just start blowing.
Great if anyone had thaumaturgy.
All right. So
We exhale with exuberance.
the exuberant exhaling by the 5 of you, doing about 20 candles each. Eventually, you have, a couple of minutes later, you have all the candles blown out, and with the last candle being blown out, you see another doorway appear on the opposite end of the room from which you entered.
Okay, this isn't so bad.
And we're figuring it out, you know.
Has anyone noticed this is quite a bit like a puzzle?
Feeling
What?
I'm like a riddle.
We gotta get out. Oh, I cast light. Yeah. I take a luminescent fish scale out of my component pouch and I pinch it on my hands and I make a ball of light on my hand so we can all see to the next door.
All right.
I'm not afraid of the dark, I just don't like it.
So the door is closed, but you walk up to it. Is that what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does it look like the last door?
It looks just like the last door, except this time it has a handle.
Oh, that's nice.
Rowan, do you want to take a look?
Yeah. Just look for. I guess I look for traps again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another investigation check.
15.
15.
17. Plus 5 for investigation.
Oh, sorry, yeah. 17.
Oh, okay. Something seems up with this handle.
I don't think we should touch this handle. Something's off about it.
It's
Do I
not
know
quite
what's off?
flush with the wall, with the door.
So the handle isn't attached to the door? Is that what you're saying?
It's attached, but it's a little loose. It almost looks like it's like spaced out a little bit.
Does anybody have mage hand?
I do.
What if we all backed up and you tried to open it with your mage hand?
That's not a bad idea.
Looks like there's something between the handle and the door, so whatever that is.
They'll like come off or something.
I have a small knife if you want to use it. Try it.
I back up.
I'll go back up to
Yeah, back
figure
up.
out
Yeah,
which
we'll
one.
try the mage
Okay.
hand. We'll back up a bit.
We're
Okay.
so brave. The heroes of Artema.
Just like
So-
Scooby Doo, where we're all like hiding behind the.
So did we determine which hand I lost was my left or my right?
Your left.
We'll go
Pretty
with
sure
that.
it's left. 'Cause
You're not. Yeah, he said your non-dominant hand.
Yeah, whichever that
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have my right. I was
Yeah.
thinking that would my mage hand like only exist as the hand that I still
Your
have?
mage stump.
You're-
Mage stump.
You're
And
all
then
right.
If it were my left hand, would it then like have disadvantage in all its rolls? All right, so I'll cast Mage Hand to head on its way. Head its way over and just give the knob a turn like you might normally would.
Okay, and you guys all backed up.
Yeah,
Yep.
very as far away as we could because we're cowards.
Yeah, about
Mage Hand,
30 feet from Mage Hand.
30 feet. Yeah, so Mage Hand floats, the Mage Stump floats over to the handle
Okay.
and grabs onto it. And you hear a click sound of like a button decompressing or something. And from a upper portion of the ceiling comes down a javelin straight through the Mage Hand, basically jutting into the stone wall and sticking there.
If that had been me, dead.
Sorry, buddy.
Um,
Them's the breaks.
How long is your mage hand good for? Because I feel like we might want it again. How long can you keep it up? I am an adult.
1 minute, but you know it's a cantrip, so he can come back as soon as he likes.
Okay, great.
Do you want to try the handle again and see if another javelin comes out?
Yeah, can you get the door open for us now?
With the mage hand, who is like
Yeah,
now
yeah.
impaled and stuck to the ground with this javelin through
It's
it.
spectral. It's cool.
Yeah, he's a ghost.
Yeah, just the javelin went through it. It's like a
Got
ghost,
it.
basically.
Okay, sure. So,
Just, ah!
hey, buddy, go give that another jiggle, would you?
Lost them both.
Kind of treating it like it's the tentacle, and it just doesn't do what I mentally commanded. I just have to speak to it as if it were its own sentient thing.
Mage Hand tightens its grip around the handle as it tries to pull. The door doesn't budge.
Is it a push?
Mage
Yeah, do
hand.
we try both directions?
Does it slide?
So what do you
We try and open it in every direction with the mage hand.
with every direction? So you try to push it with the mage hand.
Mage hand's jiggly wiggly and
Yeah,
pushing
push,
now.
pull, slide.
Do a
Slap it.
strength, do a strength
Pop
check for
it.
mage hand.
Twist it.
What is mage hand?
I don't know. Do you? It's your strength check. Do your strength check. Yeah.
My strength check.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bop it.
It doesn't budge.
Of course it doesn't. Why would it?
I take
Bass mage
just
hand.
the light from Triskana and I just stamp on it. Put it out.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe the light was blocking it? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe. Try it again, Zeph.
Maybe I should have explained that before I did that.
All right. Mage hand gives it another jiggle before it ultimately disperses.
Yep. And this time the door does open
How about that?
with the full darkness in the room now, and the door
Sorry.
slowly opens up.
Sorry about that. I just don't like the dark.
Hey, free javelin, no? Oh wait, we can't take things from here.
Well, we took a dagger.
Yeah, and all this mess happened.
Oh,
Been
yeah.
nothing but trouble.
Oh, we could take
Does
it.
anyone want that javelin?
Why not? Might as well add to the collection.
I'm
Oh,
gonna try it out.
I will take a peek into the next room without stepping in yet.
Go and do a Holfie. Go and do a strength check as you try to pull that javelin out of the wall.
That's a mighty 2.
All right. It snaps as you try to pull it out. It's just
Thinking
an
of college.
arrowhead left in the wall of the cavern, and you're left with a stick,
Hey, free stick.
splintered stick.
I'm keeping this.
It's a nice souvenir.
Absolutely. So what's the next room look like? I'm peeking from the doorway.
So the next room looks like it looks like maybe it was maybe some sort of consultation room in a castle at one point. You see along the walls, you see kind of shelves, with shelves along the wall with various items scattered all along them. In the center of the room, there is a pedestal, and then on the far wall, you see pretty much spanning the length of the wall, just a number of symbols which you don't recognize, kind of spread across the head of this wall. Looks like maybe about 30 symbols in total.
Do they look like magic runes?
As you ask yourself that question, the first one lights up, emanates a white glow.
Cool.
First one on the left.
Is there any other symbols that match the one that's glowing?
From what you can see, there's 30 of them. They all look different.
What's the pedestal look like?
Second one lights up.
It's,
Do you walk up to the pedestal? From here, it just looks like a pedestal, with a few steps going up to it.
Check for traps before you go.
Yeah, do you mind?
There's 30 questions.
Where did you go?
Third symbol lights up.
15. I think it's a timer. I think we have to figure out what's going on before they all light up.
Well, let's hold
13.
still for a second and just see.
So what did you do, Rowan? So did you walk? What did you do?
I checked the traps again.
At the pedestal or just in the room in general?
In the room in general, on the way to the pedestal. Like if there's any, like where we.
Okay, so you're just looking around as you make your way up to the pedestal. In that time frame, fourth symbol lights up. You don't notice any traps on the way to the pedestal, and once you get up to the pedestal, you do notice. It looks like there's. You take a few steps up and you look on top of it. On top of the pedestal, you see what looks like basically two holes. One on the left, circular shaped, maybe about this big around, and on the right, one in the shape of a long rectangle. Fifth symbol lights up.
And they're holes, so something could be dropped in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
there any?
I have my stick that I just took.
Yeah, maybe is the stick the right size?
Sixth symbol lights up.
What else? Is there anything in the room besides the symbols on the wall and the pedestal?
There's lots of shelves with lots of kind of junk and items on them.
All right, let's.
Lots of random
let's
shit.
go. Just searching.
Let's-
Finely shaped.
Yeah, we all
Okay.
start we all pick a different shelf and start looking.
Okay. Who goes first? Seventh symbol lights up. Triscana, where are you going?
I'll go.
There's a right and left wall.
Yeah, I'll go to the first shelf on the left and start looking for the right shape.
Okay. So you find a ball. Basically looks like a little kid's ball.
Okay. Is it look like the same size as the round hole?
Roughly. I mean, you could give it a try. It's hard to tell. You haven't seen the pedestal itself.
Okay.
Eighth symbol lights up.
I run over and I see if my kid's ball fits in any of the holes.
You take the kid's ball and you try to push it in there. It's just a little too big. Doesn't quite fit. Ninth symbol lights up.
All right, I'm on the back wall, the furthest
Okay.
one away, and digging through.
Okay.
I'll go on the right.
Someone else isn't.
So, Zeph, you, I'll say at this point you've all seen the pedestal, okay, so you all know what shape you're kind of looking for. Zeph, you find what looks like a box, elongated rectangular box that might match the shape of one of those two holes. 10th symbol lights up.
All right, I run back over and see if it'll fit. I'm not dropping it, but I'm seeing if it'll fit.
All right. You try to fit. It does fit. It's pretty much the perfect shape for it.
Okay. And where's the other shape? It's a ball we're looking for.
11th symbol lights up. Yeah, there's one that's round, just a circular shape, and one that's just a long rectangle, skinny rectangle.
I
Yeah.
think I've got the one, guys. Maybe find the other one.
What would round then? Is round?
Round,
We need
round.
the round. We need the round.
11th symbol lights up.
All right.
Probably
Oh.
for something round.
On the right side, opposite of where Triscana was looking.
Okay. Did you put that in, Zeph?
I'm holding on to it, waiting. to
You're
see
holding
if
on to it.
Yeah.
Holfi, you're on the right side, opposite where Triscana was looking. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. You find what looks like a kind of a round medicine jar with a vial with liquid inside of it, like a red, almost potion-looking thing. 12th symbol lights up.
Should I drop the team, guys, or?
No,
I'll run up to check to see if it matches the size.
Okay, so you
Okay.
grab. Good. So Holfi, you grab the medicine bottle, run it back over to the pedestal, and you try to you put it up to it and you see if it matches, and it looks like that one would probably fit. Yeah.
Do you want to try it?
same time.
13th symbol lights up.
Try it together.
YOLO. We get it. Let's just drop it in together.
Okay. You both drop it. You hear the medicine bottle shatter as it hits the bottom of whatever this is. You hear the box that you just dropped in there thud, and you hear it open, presumably, and you hear what sounds like coins spilling out of this box. Looks like you just dropped in a rather large sum of money.
You son of a
into
bitch.
Here. Nothing happens.
You
14th
bastard.
Oh my god.
14th and 15th symbols light up.
All right.
18,000 platinum.
Alright, I just start grabbing stuff and throwing it at people. in
Okay.
the middle.
You so Rowan, you find some books on the shelf, some skinny ones. You just grab a whole row of them, okay, and you carry those books over to the pedestal. Some of them you're just like you're taking one book at a time. You're just like trying to shove them in there to see if they fit. Some of them do, some of them
I
don't.
need a library return.
Yeah, library return. As you stuff these books in there, at this point, 16th and 17th symbols have lit up. Nothing seems to be happening. No doors appeared. It hasn't stopped the lights for the symbols from lighting up.
I look around
What
for
are you guys
more
doing?
things that are obviously loot, so I don't fucking throw them away again.
That's the meanest shitty. That was meaner than taking your hand.
Is there anything around the pedestal, like under the pedestal, or,
Yeah, is there anything written on the pedestal?
or anything hidden underneath the pedestal?
Go ahead and do an investigation check.
Oh, that was crap.
Is that 14?
Okay. It is a plain marble pedestal. You don't see any writings, no symbols similar to what's over the door. 18th and 19th symbols have lit up.
Does it look like if I were to cut the stick in half, like, would I be able to cut it to where it's like cut it to length for the rectangular slot and then jam the stick in the round part? Would that fit the hole?
You could certainly try.
That's
The hole
We're
is big.
barking up the wrong tree here.
The hole is
Okay.
definitely big enough to accommodate your stick.
Can I look up? What is there anything up?
Pure blackness. This room just kind of fades into black, just like the other rooms. 20th symbol lights up.
Keep looking.
What if we're supposed to stick our hands in?
I don't know. Maybe this is the passage of time solution.
Instead,
I hope
just
not.
wait for the time to go by.
What are you guys doing? 21st symbol lights up.
Look,
What do you want me to roll to try to?
Yeah, I haven't done one
Marcus.
yet.
Holfie, what are you doing? Sorry. Oh yeah, Valsina, you can go next. Sorry. What are you doing,
Wait,
Holfie?
actually-
So did you try to break the stick, and you're shoving it in there?
It'll fit. Man.
Okay. Yeah, so you snap the stick in half, and it fits through the hole, but it doesn't go all the way down. You didn't quite break it short enough. It's still sticking out, hits the bottom, and it's kind of just sticking out of the top. 21st and 22nd symbols have lit up. What do you want to do, Valsina?
I mean, I'm also just gonna look for something that's slightly smaller than the ball Triskana found.
Do a perception check.
It's like
Okay, 20.
21. So you notice kind of on the far wall opposite where you guys came in, two lanterns with round bulbs at the top, just emitting faint glows. 24th symbol lights up. What's that, Triskana?
I cast light with another luminescent fish scale, and I hold it over the holes to try and just shine light into the holes to see if I can light them up.
You see the gold that Zeph wasted in there. You see numerous other items that are kind of shaped like the circle or the rectangle that maybe other people dropped in there at some point.
Cool.
Great.
Valsina, what are you doing?
I mean, maybe just looking for more stuff.
Okay. Did you heard what I said about the lanterns with the round bulbs at the top?
Oh no, sorry, I must have.
No. So what you see on the opposite wall is like two lanterns there with round bulbs at the top emitting a faint light. 25th
Okay.
symbol lights up.
Try those.
try the
Yep,
lanterns.
okay. Can someone pick it, mage hand it down, maybe?
I'll send one up to grab one.
All right. So Mage Hand floats up there. 26th symbol lights up. Mage Hand grabs the bulb, pulls it off, pulls the bulb down, carries it over to the pedestal.
Here you go, bud.
Shove that bitch in.
Okay.
All right. The Mage Hand dumps it in there, falls to the bottom. 27th symbol lights up. The bulb just shatters as it hits the bottom of the box.
We're really barking up the wrong tree. Completely.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing, but we're not doing it right.
Are we supposed to give something that we own? Maybe one round thing, one rectangular thing.
Take my Astra coin. I put it in.
Another piece of money given to this box. 28th symbol lights up.
Custom fucking item. God damn it.
Use your mage hand to get it back out before we all die.
Yeah, Mage Hand goes in, just starts scooping up as much change and shit as it possibly can.
Mage
Pushing it
Hand,
back up through the holes.
Mage Hand,
Like we're robbing the fucking church box.
Mage Hand spawns inside the box, scooping up some of the coins down below. Just slaps the coins up against the top of the box as they come flying out of the box. I would say you get Holfie's coin back and give yourselves 10 gold pieces. 19th symbol lights up, or 29th symbol lights up.
I probably should rein in money. Are there any? Can I look for like maybe hidden panels or trapdoors around the pedestal?
Yep. So you kind of do a search. I would say with your investigation check from before, you don't really find anything there. 30th symbol lights up.
Mage Hand
You-
starts trying to scoop up the potion off the bottom of the box.
Just like,
Okay.
The room starts to shake. Dust falling from the walls and falling from the ceilings above you as a door appears in front of you on the opposite end of the room.
Son of a bitch.
I knew it. I was like, it's the passage of time.
All right. Is there anything else valuable that we didn't look at before we walk out of here?
I'd say scoop out the rest of those coins, man.
Kick the pedestal over.
Don't do that right
Screw
after.
through.
Why though?
I take the child's ball, put it in my bag.
Ball. Yeah, you stuff it into your bag.
Is there anything cool around that we haven't thrown into this pillar?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
There's lots of stuff that you haven't thrown in. Very cluttered shelving along the walls.
I'm gonna go back to the shelf that I was at before and just do one more pass for anything interesting looking.
Okay.
Any arrows?
Go ahead and do a Zeph. Go ahead and do an investigation check. One sec.
Do an investigation check, which I'm really fucking good at, but my roll was shit. 5.
I thought you were rolling physical dice, man.
I forgot.
Can I help you though? Can I like give you assistance so you can? Because I was gonna look too.
Sure.
Is that allowed?
I love that we're turning this into a shopping episode.
One sec. Give me one sec, guys. Hold on.
It's my best fucking stat, and I roll a nat 1. It's just,
It's humiliating.
it's
How it
it's-
goes.
You're a professional investigator, right?
Yeah. And I didn't hear a box of coins jingling before I threw them into a.
Take it.
Although I think I probably would have heard them. I think
Last
that's
time
like
we opened
DM.
it-
Yeah, I think your passive investigation was overlooked
Yeah.
on that one, but
I
whatever.
think so.
Maybe give me one sec. Oh yeah, passive investigation.
We don't use that in this game.
I think Mage Hand made up for it in spectacular fashion.
Passive skills?
I love playing a character that can read. It's great. I can't always
Fletcher
open the.
read.
I can't. That's true. I can't open a door for shit, but I can read the keep out sign.
Why would you even need to open a door to a library?
Give me like 2 minutes, guys.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
I do like your physical dice. They look very seafaring.
Oh, these, yeah.
Yeah.
See if I can actually get it to look a little better and focus on the die instead of me.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. So Zeph, what did you roll?
I guess 5 with my modifier,
Okay. Most of the items that you see on the shelf look rather unremarkable to you.
yeah. Unremarkable.
Nothing
to
really
me.
catches your eye.
As they would.
Anybody else doing anything in this room?
I would suggest you do, because your investigator is missing a hand and is blind as a bat, apparently.
It's distracting.
All right, I'll take a peek. I'm
Okay.
usually good at spotting stuff.
Sure, gonna do an investigation check. It's dim light in here, so it's kind of hard for you
I'm
guys to
gonna
see
get
a little bit.
investigation.
Can I try and write down, just if I find any scrap parchment or anything, try to write down what the symbols look like?
Yeah, you can. So those are very common. You see just shelves just kind of scattered with paper here and there. You see a quill and a thing of ink at the end of one shelf.
Preferably, are there any like books sitting around that are like that?
No, Rowan stuffed them all into the box.
Oh, okay.
There were.
There's one.
Books.
There's one book. It looks like it's empty. You pick it up. There's one book that you see.
I'm gonna
Remaining.
write down the symbols in that, but
Yeah.
look at the book first.
It is an empty book as you open it up. So it looks like it's like a diary, kind of.
That's convenient.
Hello, Harry
works.
Potter. How did you come across my diary?
Valsina, what were you doing?
I got a whopping 6 for
Okay.
investigation.
Yeah, you're also like, wow, really unremarkable shelving. Must be IKEA.
Those Billy shelves.
Yeah.
It's a lack.
The Dunderdusion did.
Or your fee hole.
Can I take a look at the door and just see if it looks trapped like the other one was?
Yep. There's no handle on the door this time. It actually looks like it's cracked open a little bit, like it wasn't shut all the way in the first place. Or
Weird.
when it appeared as a little bit open.
I want to peer through the crack. What do I see?
Ahead of you, you see... One sec. Ahead of you, you see pitch blackness. You can't make out what's in this room.
How wide is the crack?
3 inches?
Okay. So I've just...
Do you have dark vision?
I don't. You didn't give
Yeah.
Astra dark vision.
I
But
did not, yeah.
but I did make the tip of my finger light up. So I want to just like put my finger at the entrance of the opening in the door. Can I light up that room at all? Does it illuminate?
It lights it up a little bit.
have
It's
dark
not
vision.
much flame though, but yeah, you see maybe a couple feet in front of you with the light emanating from your finger. It looks like another stone chamber.
Okay.
There's another lantern, right?
Hmm.
All right.
This room, the room Triskan is looking into is pitch black.
Okay. And you said there's like a bulb or something that was glowing? Like a small...
That was 2 of the pillars, kind of like by the door here,
Okay.
emanating a faint light. Not really enough to illuminate the room that Triskana is looking into.
Gotcha. Okay. It's like the little crappy, like green night lights that you can plug in.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
gotcha.
Does it look like I could... Are there any traps if I wanted to slide this door open?
Do an investigation check, please.
8.
Mm-hmm. Looks like it's no trapped, not no trappy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Trapper keeper.
Yeah.
Rowan, do you want to give it another look over before I
Yeah.
bring out the gun show?
Based on DM confidence, I would recommend another investigation.
I'll just go over, all proud of my skills.
Please roll set like a 6. Oh, okay. That's a little
I
bit.
got a 12.
Okay. So you don't see any traps with this door.
Looks good to me.
You want to try and open it with me?
That's probably good enough. Have Mage Hand do it.
Yeah, that sounds good. Can you please mage hand it open?
Yes.
I back up.
Certainly try. Go and do a strength check for Mage Hand again, please.
Sure. Well, it's actually
Oh, that sounds nice.
That's nice.
Really?
yeah,
Use your
What'd you get?
6. 6 has
Ain't
the
it.
modifier. Yeah, tentacle is only in combat.
It ain't enough. Door doesn't budge.
Mage Hand turns around and shrugs.
Guess I'll die.
Once our old tricks could only last so long. Should we just have Hulky do it?
Zeph just goes over and gives it a shove.
Alright, I'll try to open the door.
Is that just
Okay.
No, I charged forward and did it because I'm just sick of the bullshit.
Okay. So how about you make a strength check for yourself now? We'll call this a separate strength check.
All right, 18.
All right. Yes, that pushes it open as the door. Again,
Go.
pitch blackness with the exception of maybe a foot or 2 of light emanating from Triskana's finger. She's standing next to you.
So my light emanates 20 feet in range. So does it seem like it's magically obscured kind of darkness, or like if I actually like put my arm in the room and do that, can I see more?
You can see more. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do we see?
So with that, so it emanates about 20 feet out.
Well, Zeph has dark vision too, so.
I don't.
Okay.
I can't see
Yeah.
shit.
But I mean, I just pushed the door open. I'm there as well.
So another rather kind of empty cavern, but once again you see another piece of parchment in the center of the room. Just laying on the ground.
Alright, this looks suspicious. I'm gonna check for traps one more time.
I burned the
Okay.
parchment. No, I don't. I don't.
Always checking for traps
Sorry, guys.
every
Caution.
single time.
Caution.
Yes, caution. Yes. Yeah, I should be cautious. I lost a hand.
15.
Okay. So you walk up to the parchment and do a quick investigation to see if you see any traps. You see what looks like maybe a faint oil of some sort coating the surface of this parchment.
Do I recognize the oil?
Just you can barely make it out. You don't recognize it. It's just like a glaze kind of over it. Parchment seems to have a little shimmer to it that it doesn't usually have. You do also notice, just because you are the one looking directly at it, that it has something in common written on it.
I don't see. What's it say?
So it says, "It will follow you for 1,000 miles, but not miss home. It desires neither food nor flowers. It fears not water, fire, knives, nor soldiers. But it disappears when the sun sets behind the western mountains. Who am I?"
Shadow.
Sun?
Yeah.
Shadow?
Yep, your shadow.
Oh, shadow.
Okay.
Do you want to put that light up, Friscata? I think we need shadow.
Okay. I hold my hand up above Rowan.
And then someone move their shadow maybe on top of that piece of parchment.
Yeah, I'm there, so I can move it where it looks like it's right there on the... or all we can.
Yeah. So as you move the shadow, excuse me. One sec. Okay. As you guys move the shadow over this parchment, as it covers it, it immediately catches flames, and the parchment burns, and the pieces kind of crumble away and float away in the very faint breeze in this room, if there is one. And beneath you, the floor kind of gives way, opens up a hole about 6 feet across, and about, I don't know, maybe about 40 feet down. Down at the bottom of this hole, it looks like it opens up, but directly down below is a wide swath of what looks like rather sharp spikes on the ground.
Where's
On the edge, go ahead.
But we're not
Yeah.
like. Where's the hole? Like none of us are too close to this hole.
No, none of you are too close. It just opened up. None of you fell through or anything.
Okay.
Okay, so a big spike hole.
Is that the next door? Do we jump in?
Along the edge of the hole that just opened is carved, looks like in the same dagger carving as the first room. More words. "I am born in fear, raised in truth, and I come to my own indeed. When comes a time that I'm called forth, I come to serve the cause of need."
Bravery?
I was thinking that, or like courage.
Say it one more time. Sorry.
"I am born in fear, raised in truth, and I come to my own indeed. When comes a time that I'm called forth, I come to serve the cause of need."
Yeah, like bravery.
morals?
I'm thinking, yeah, courage, bravery.
Okay, so we look down this hole and we see spikes. Anything else besides words and spikes?
That's pretty much it.
40,
Words and spikes.
40 feet down?
Yep. At the spikes down below, you do see what looks like maybe a skeleton.
We might have to take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of this hole.
I like being able to read, but I like playing a tank who can take fall damage way more.
You take spike damage.
Take anything.
Piercing.
Just emotional damage after last week, right?
Too soon. Thank you. There is no cure for a broken heart.
Do you think somebody has to jump in this hole willingly?
I think we all have to jump in this hole willingly.
But we don't
Is
all
there
have to
a-
go at the same time, right? I mean,
If there's any fear. I don't know.
So this is another circular room, right? So this hole is in the dead center of the room, 6 feet in diameter, and what else is around the outside of the room? Anything else? Just
that,
this,
the room that we're in right now.
yeah, just completely nondescript other than the hole in the middle of it.
You can do an investigation check if you would
I
like.
would love to do
Or if you want to do a perception check to look around the room.
Sure, let's do a perception check.
Can
All
I-
right, guys.
can I-
Physical or D&D Beyond?
They both are horrible to you. But can I assist with that too? Like, can I look in the opposite direction that he goes?
Yeah, each of you make a perception check, please.
22.
11.
Okay. So Triscana, you look to one side of the room and you see what looks like a long rope coiled up against the wall.
And I don't see shit, huh?
You don't. Sorry, Zeph. Yeah, you don't see anything. Not with that perception check, man. Sorry, dice are not your friends tonight.
How long is the rope?
It's coiled up, but it looks like it's, I don't know, maybe about 40 feet.
That's convenient.
It seems crazy to jump if we're not sure it's the answer.
What do you want? Think we should lower one person down and see if it's trust like between you and your teammates?
Trust? Can we have the riddle one more time, please?
Sure.
I'm trying to write it.
Yeah. I am born in fear, raised in truth, and I come to my own indeed. When comes a time that I'm called forth, I come to serve the cause of need.
Born in fear, raised in truth. Come to my own indeed.
When comes a time that I'm called forth, I come to serve the cause of need.
You call forth courage.
Friends? No. Born in fear.
Valsina, do you want to lower me down?
I'm not the strongest, but I can.
I don't think we have a strongest, do we?
No, we're all -1.
Do two of you want to lower me down?
Yeah, why don't two of us hold on?
Why don't the two non-gnomes do it?
Okay.
I've only got one hand.
I'll take
anyway.
the furball and the human, please. No hard feelings.
But what if we have a gnome go down because we're lighter?
Yeah, you know what? I'm already missing a hand. Fuck it, I'll go.
The one-handed.
The one-handed.
The rope.
So,
Oh, you're trying it around me, and you're gonna lower me down.
I mean, I can go if you guys want, but
I sincerely, I don't care about my life anymore.
I think
Don't
that's
worry
why
about
it
me.
should be me to go. I think I'm going to be more careful. No offense. I'm going to do it. I hand the rope to Holfi and Valsina, and I just start backing towards the hole.
Okay. So who's doing what? Sorry?
me and Holfi are lowering down Tristana.
You and Holfi are lowering Triscana down. Okay. All right. So yeah, you grab this rope and you start to unwind it. Holfi, Valsina, you hold one end. Triscana, you grab the other. So Valsina, Holfi, go ahead and do a strength check as you begin to lower Triscana down into the hole. Triscana, you have your feet against the edge of this kind of hole in the ground.
Yeah, I wrap the rope like around my wrist.
I'm gonna guide myself. Oh
5.
my god.
Mage
Okay.
Hand is gonna help out too.
Okay. All right.
I'm so glad that we think the answer could be trust.
Oh, that rolled 2. It was only supposed to roll 1.
Oh, fuck.
Just
It's like,
And we
oh, I'm
all
saved. Oh, I'm not.
no, 7 total. 7 total. You know.
Okay. So 5, 7, and do a strength check for the mage hand as well.
Come on, baby. That one on the physical dice, which is
You're
minus
pulling
1,
me the
so
wrong way.
critical 0. So pretty much, I'm shoving
We're
the rope
so
up.
incompetent.
Yeah,
My next character will be a cleric, I guess.
A strong.
A beefy one, yeah.
I hope you can take some fall damage because you're going in.
I'm a wizard.
Oh,
Uh,
18.
an 18.
So you grab onto the rope too. So all 4 of you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So it's a little clustered around the top of the rope. as
We all get
you begin to lower Triscana down, you're all holding on to it. Triscana, as you lower, you pass the threshold of this door in the ground. You start to feel a familiar cold feeling wash over you, beginning with the bottom of you starting at your feet, washing up your legs, past your hip, up your abdomen. And as you're lowering yourself down,
Right.
washes over your arms and your hands. And as soon as your hands become fully submerged in this cold feeling, you see the rope disappear from your hands, and you fall. You fall down towards the spikes below.
Can we see her at this point?
What's that?
We still see her or no?
One sec.
Um,
You see her falling, yes.
I'll cast Feather Fall on myself, please.
Okay. What does that do?
Hopefully it
I mean, I
doesn't.
know what Featherfall does, but
Hopefully it
what does
doesn't ruin whatever the solution of this riddle was.
Okay.
My rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round. So if I land before the spell ends, I take no fall damage and I can land on my feet. I'll still take spike damage, but not fall damage.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, no fall damage, but you do you slowly float down towards these spikes. You're like Austin Powers, like, no, I can't stop myself.
I'm like, fuck!
All right. What do I see? Okay. Hey. So you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
As you kind of land on these spikes, your arms and your legs getting a little bit impaled on them. Just a little bit impaled on them.
Just a little. Can you guys still hear me?
Can we?
Can they hear me?
Yes. No, they can't hear you.
So this reminds me
They
of when
cannot
we,
hear you.
Can they see
we were in
me?
the-
Yes, they can see you.
This kind of reminds us.
Cast
of-
message and say, I can't hear you.
You can reply to this message.
Can I hear that come through? I think it was static last time we did this.
You think what? It was static. Yeah, it was. You cannot hear the message.
Yeah, reminds me of when we went into the fountain.
Yeah. If they can see me from 40 feet up, they just see me like struggling to get my arm off one of these spikes, and I'm just crying a little bit.
Okay, we didn't kill you. Good.
The answer wasn't courage or trust.
That didn't go so well.
I try and get myself off the spikes and onto my feet.
So you grab onto some of the spikes and you delicately like wedge your feet between the spikes to kind of push yourself and pull yourself up a little bit. Ahead of you, about 10 feet, you see what looks like a ledge that you could pull yourself up to get out of this
Interesting.
spiky area. You were not able to see this ledge from up above,
Yeah.
but you can see it now. Yeah. This pit with the spikes is maybe about. Trying to think how this works. Like, probably about, I don't know, 70 feet across. But you're close to this ledge. You're about 10 feet away from it.
Oh, so it's only 6 feet at the top, but 70 feet at the bottom.
Exactly.
Fuck. It's like a carafe of death.
What happened to the rope?
So from your perspective, it looks like the rope kind of just gets cut off at the point at which you cross the threshold into this room. The rest of you kind of also notice the same thing. The rope just kind of seems to have disappeared past the point of the threshold. You're still holding on to it.
Does it still feel like heavy?
Doesn't feel heavy, no. That doesn't feel like heavier than a rope.
Oh,
And when I try and cast message to Zeph, he can't hear it. He just hears static.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
What about a weapon? Sword. Born out of fear. Raised in truth is the only thing I'm not sure of, but come to my own indeed. When time comes and I'm called forth, I come to serve those in need.
Cause of need.
Or sever a person's head.
Or hand, yes. Sometimes you're in need of severing a person's head. A lot. Sure. Is there anything else in the room?
Holfie, do a perception check for me.
That is a 12.
Well, what you do notice, and this is related to Valsina's question, is the rope actually feels a little lighter.
You said there was nothing on the other side of right?
You do, like rope-wise?
Not rope-wise, just on the other side of the room.
Like past the hole in the ground, it's just from your perspective, you see a very kind of bloody Triscana laying on a bed of spikes down below.
Okay, so there's no door on the other side of the thing, if that was a...
Correct, not that you see, yeah.
I think we were supposed to jump.
Maybe,
Draw straws.
Maybe.
I only got one hand, so.
So lowest out of nat 20 or lowest 20,
lowest 20?
straight 20.
Sure.
Or actually, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be confident that this is the answer. I'm gonna jump. Wish me luck.
Who's got
Just
those
don't
hit
jump
points?
in the middle. Try to just jump straight
That's-
down where there might be
I'm not there.
spike.
Who's got the most hit points? Did you already jump?
You jumped, Valsina. You're disregarding everybody else, and you're like, "See you guys." You kind of just jump feet first into this hole. You feel the same familiar cold crossing over your body, your feet, and your legs, your torso, and then your shoulders, washing over your head. And as soon as you do, you pass the threshold, and you suddenly feel like you're moving very slowly, and you've lost control of your body as you kind of float down, avoiding the spikes, landing on the ledge about 10 feet from Triscana.
God damn it, it was courage. I look at Valsina, and I'm like, can you hear me? Does anything come out of my mouth?
Yes. Yeah, she... oh, wait, how did it work before?
We couldn't hear each other
Make-
last
make
time.
Me make me a good DM. Yeah, you cannot hear each other.
But
Alright.
can we see each other?
You can
Yeah.
see each other. Yeah, for
Rapid
sure.
gesticulation.
Yep.
I take a leap. I seeing that they've succeeded down below, I take a leap.
Do we notice that she just floated down safely?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we can see them.
I dive after her.
Geronimo!
After me, I'm a he, sir.
Well, no, I didn't see her float down. I just was like, she just jumped and
Oh,
I just jumped down.
So you all float down, land nicely and neatly on the ledge below, looking at Triscana, who's kind of bloodied. and yeah, sorry, Triscana.
Gotta test it. I ain't mad.
that's the second time you have potentially hurt yourself unnecessarily, like with the light before and now the feather fall.
Just hear Zeph talking and like nothing's coming out.
Out of character, I am annoyed because I'm like, it's courage. I'm gonna do it, but also it could kill me, so I'm definitely not. Ironic.
It was courage. It wasn't courage enough.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not brave.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I walk over to the ledge and take a look.
Okay. Well, you see, your four friends standing up above you on the ledge, just kind of looking down at you. Like, would you like some help up?
Oh, right. Yeah, I just reach out my
Yep.
my least injured arm and like hold it up for help.
Help her.
Yep. Both the tall people can help Balsina, can help Triscana up.
Got some bandages, just kind of like.
Okay. So you help her up, and she gets up onto the ledge. Around you guys, you see this is just looks like you're in a series of caverns. Obviously, ahead of you, Triscana, because your four friends are facing you, but behind them, you see what looks like a kind of arched doorway, made out of stone again. with kind of steel bolts holding it shut, and what looks like some sort of container, tall container, standing next to it. Above this door, yes, yeah, that's good. Above this door, you see written in common. Says, sorry, I just lost my track here. It says, "Show me only wealth."
That's it?
That's it. That's what it says above the door. There's a container kind of propped up next to the door.
Man. There's
Well-
probably a bunch of money in that room that we were supposed to bring here to dump in that container.
Can we hear each other now?
No.
Oh shoot, and it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Start digging in my pockets and pull out.
Pull out the 10 gold pieces that I got from the last one, from the room previously, the ones that we had Mage Hand throw out of the podium, and I drop them in the jar. I guess that's how you described it.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like a church donation thing. Nothing happens.
Easy come, easy go.
Didn't work. I put one in.
You put one coin in. Yeah, that's one additional coin. Nothing happens.
Did anyone take that last book? Do I remember someone picking up the book?
It was empty.
The empty book.
Oh, that's right, it's diary.
Knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Knowledge. I mean, oh, we have a diary. We can write this down and hand it to each other.
Alright, is there some arcane language that we all speak? So we can be cool.
Do any of you speak Astra?
I
Yeah.
can pick Draconic, though.
I
also,
can
I speak,
cast comprehend languages on myself.
I also speak Elvish.
Hey, I also speak Elvish.
Hey.
No.
And Giant?
I speak Gnomish. Obviously, we speak Gnomish.
Okay.
Only thieves can.
Wait, what are the languages? Oh wait, common. I speak Elvish. Yeah.
It's too common.
We can speak in Elvish about the gnomes.
We can.
We can speak in Gnomish about the not gnomes.
The tall folk.
The big uns. Okay. So arch, locked door. What does a container look like?
It's just like a wooden, like planter box almost, just on like metal, like a metal thing that's holding it up at about 4 feet tall, kind of at arm's height.
Does it have a lid on it?
I don't know. It's like at gnome's height, halfling height. It has no lid. You guys just plop some coins in there. It literally just looks like a planter box.
It's gnome height. Maybe we're supposed to step in it.
I take my coins back out.
Anything else in this room?
There's spikes, walls, floor. You don't see anything else in particular. This is all there is. Rather small.
Astra coin.
I was just thinking that.
Toss the Astra coin in.
Nothing happens.
I take that shit back.
Does it have to be something that is dear to us, maybe? Not that I want to put anything in there.
I put in a vial of tanglefish venom.
I take my raven's feather off of my neck.
Nothing happens with any of those items that you guys place inside the planner's box.
I take it back out. I don't want to.
Shit back. Well,
Show me only wealth.
show me the money.
I think if we do you think if we like put the coin in here and then like walked away from it, then it would only be able to see the wealth?
You write this in a book so we can read it.
Yes, I do. I do.
Kind of literal, isn't it? But
Okay.
Got it.
And then when we get back, we just like hurry up and
where can we go
The door.
after this thing becomes out of line of sight? Like,
The ledge.
Edge of the ledge, perhaps. Yeah.
We each
Okay.
put a coin in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, but just put one coin in on the wall.
I'll do that. I'll drop a coin in and then go to the ledge.
Okay. So you You each drop a coin in, go to the edge of the ledge. You sit there patiently for a minute, kind of like checking your fake watches, waiting for something to happen. Unfortunately, nothing changes.
Fake watches.
Like dirt in there.
Well, shoot.
People find dirt. I'm out of ideas.
Show me only love.
Show me
Well,
all.
Some dead bodies at the bottom of the spikes.
What's that? There is a skeleton in the spikes, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go try to head over to that, see what that thing's got in it.
Okay. Yeah, so you try to gingerly step into the spikes. Go ahead and do a...
Well, it's a 10-foot tall ledge,
Oh,
right? And I'm
Yeah.
8 feet.
So you're not stepping into the spikes, you're just...
Okay,
help
is
me
there no
understand what you're doing.
between them? I just wanted to. Maybe I'm not picturing the spikes right. Is there no way I can get in between the spikes to get to the dead body?
You can, but the spikes are like this, right? And you have to step between them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say, since I didn't make Triskana do it, I would say you can get in there. So you step out it's about 20 feet through the spikes to get to the skeleton. And you find, it's all bone, like it's been here centuries. There's some clothing that looks like it's just in tatters, and there's hardly anything. At the base of the spikes, you do see what looks like a number of... you see what looks like parchment.
Oh, okay.
Blank parchment.
I try the shadow thing again.
That is it's about, from what you can see how it's rolled up, it looks like it's about 20 feet long.
Oh. Okay, so it's like a scroll.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, it's a scroll.
Okay, well, no,
Yeah.
you're fine. I'll take that and like just open the top little bit of it so I can see
Mhm.
like the title.
There's nothing written. It is totally blank.
I wave at
Okay.
Valsina to like get her attention.
Mhm. Yep. I'm also gonna take. Is there a skull that I can grab? Knowledge is stored in the brain. It's a wealth of knowledge. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here. I don't want to climb back in the spike pit twice.
Yeah, there is.
It's 7 centuries old. It's archaeology now.
Yeah, it's a skull. There's no organs, no blood. It's just a clean skull in these spikes. So yeah, you grab a skull. It's a small skull. It looks like maybe it was a halfling or something.
All right. I hand the stuff up and then.
I look at Valsina very oddly.
You're one to
I'll pat
judge?
my brain.
Yeah, I think it's a bird, not a human skull.
The arch with this writing on it, is it high above us or is it like at our level?
The arch or the writing?
The writing, I guess.
The writing is not too high above. It's about 7 feet above you.
7 feet.
So, it's 7 feet from the ground, so it's maybe a foot above you.
Okay.
Or you're what 7 feet? You're
I'm
7.
6.5. Valsina's like 7.5.
Yeah.
So I gesture to Valsina and I take one end of the scroll and start like pulling it apart, and I gesture for her to like stand over there at one end,
Okay.
and then I reach up and try and like cover up the writing.
To cover up only where it says "Show me only."
Yeah. So like Valsina and I try and get her to work with me. We cover up everything except the last word.
Okay. And you hear a click in the door as the door seems to unlock.
Yeah, tall girls.
Well done.
Let's go.
Well done.
If we had been a party of gnomes, we would have died in here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, Chan.
Mage hand.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
We're all
You
known
need
clerics.
2 of them though.
Yeah, who else has
I
mage
just
hand?
I check for traps again, just like
Okay. Yeah, go and do another investigation check.
20.
20. All right. It seems like this door is now loose and leaning towards you guys.
It's loose and leaning towards us.
Yeah.
I take a step out of the way.
I go back to the ledge.
Yep.
Yep. A few moments later, you guys have all backed away. The door falls with a loud thud, where several of you were standing just a moment ago. Well done.
Okay.
Ahead of you, you see what looks like a tunnel. One sec.
You want to take 5?
Give it like 3 more minutes. and then we'll take 5. Yeah.
Sure.
You do see a tunnel ahead of you that kind of leans to the right a little bit. Actually, you know what? Yeah, this might be a good point. Let's take 5, and we will need to pull up Fantasy Grounds because I need to give you guys a map. Hey, you guys got through this much faster than I thought you would. So, yeah, let's take 5, and we'll get back
Thanks,
into Fantasy Grounds when we get back.
compliment?
Was it? No, is that a backhanded compliment? No, you guys.
It felt like it.
No, you guys rocked through those riddles. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was cool. All right, we'll be right back.
Cool. All right.
Is that like Ley or just Ly?
Ly. Quiet
Okay.
ally.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
We are live. And also...
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. Like, nobody's really watching. I can always change it for next session.
I
So,
see.
yeah.
Okay.
Or come help us solve this puzzle dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, come in.
So, you guys, this door fell. Cloud of puff of dust falling, spreading from the door. And ahead of you see what looks like a tunnel that kind of cuts to the right a little bit. I will share this. And you guys aren't in the tunnel yet, so you can place your tokens once you move in.
Okay.
You're gonna have to do it for me, Ash.
Sure.
Oh shit, this map's gonna be huge.
Is it still loading or?
Oh, yeah.
It's loaded in the very bottom right.
Where
It's
it should
a little bit of map.
Yeah, it's all masked. Just go to the bottom right.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Because it shouldn't be that big, I don't think. So you hear the faint sound of running water coming from up ahead. It's dimly lit, but you guys can see up ahead as the walls of this tunnel kind of break to the right.
Hey, Mike, I think you had to add our tokens to the map.
Oh, I have to add them? Okay.
Yeah, from the combat tracker, you should be able to drag them on. Sorry.
All right. Wolfie. Oh, gosh.
Wolfie.
You there? Wolfie, Zeph?
Did you hear my cat falling in a box?
What's going on? You guys put your tokens where you are. This cavern is only this tunnel. So Wolfie, so Rowan.
Well, I do have it in the stream if you want.
Thanks.
Who am I missing?
I'll see.
Vasina.
We should have planned this better so our initials spelled something obscene.
But, okay.
Alright, we have to figure out who's gonna die next so we can make this into a word.
Somebody needs
their
to
new
start with a
character
vowel
makes a
next,
word,
at least.
So right now the tunnel's only
Yeah.
about 10 feet across, so you're not all inside here, because you can't all fit right next to each other, unless you did all go in, but then you're kind of in a row, so.
Big one, small one, some the size of your head.
I'm going in.
What's the lighting situation?
It's dimly lit.
All right, I'll keep the light going on my finger to illuminate 20 feet ahead of us.
Okay.
I'm sure I won't regret that.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
I'm looking 20 feet around. Do we see anything besides this?
So the tunnel kind of extends. How are you? Yeah. So I'm gonna assume you're kind of like more towards the front, so you can kind of see in there.
Sure.
What you see is the tunnel kind of extends in front of you. About that far.
Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, I'll kind of take point. And Rowan, do you also want to take point with me because you're scoutier?
Yep.
And I'll provide light for us non-gnomies.
Okay. Up ahead of you, the tunnel kind of extends, but also opens up a bit. The ground gets a little bit more muddy, turning from kind of the stone to dirt to a soft mud as you step forward.
Okay, do we see anything in this cavern?
This is what it looks like. You see stalactites and stalagmites, some obviously, from the ceiling and coming up from the ground. Very muddy here as your feet kind of get suctioned into the mud as you take your steps forward. It's not terrible, you can still walk, but it's definitely a little uncomfortable.
Real names. we continue walking, or are we?
Yeah, I walk gingerly into the mud, I guess.
I'll try to stay close to the light.
Hopefully, you still have that stick.
Technically, I have 2 sticks now.
Ooh.
I grab one and I'm just like prodding the ground as I go.
Yep. So your stick's about 3 feet long. You're just prodding the ground, feeling to make sure it's soft, or not not too soft or anything. As you step forward, it's just kind of muddy. But you do notice that as you step forward, the tunnel that you're in, this kind of cavernous area now, gives way to looks like a softly lapping underground lake of some sort to the left.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it's water. Are we allowed to talk again?
Oh yeah, can we hear each other
Yeah.
now?
Now you can.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh.
As you cross through, Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
Can I check this area for traps before we move towards the lake?
Yeah. Do an investigation check.
Always checking for traps. ABC, always be checking.
22.
Oh,
So you check this immediate vicinity, this whole kind of cavern area here. Looks clean. You don't see any traps. Doesn't look like anybody's set foot in here in a long time. Judging by your investigation, you notice that there's no footprints in the mud.
Okay. All right. Can I kind of go this way and then point my light towards? I'm not going here, but like point my light over here, so I can see what's over there.
You see what looks like a scattering of stones. Looks like it's just a little crevasse inside this cavern. Nothing to note. Nothing too crazy.
how's the water look? Is it still or is it rough? Is it clear?
It's very clear. It's very still. I wouldn't say it's clear. No, it's very still. It is gently lapping against kind of the mud of this bank of this tunnel. But it's definitely just like an underground lake that's fairly still.
I'm gonna take a couple minutes to just ritual cast detect magic. If you guys don't mind waiting a couple minutes.
Oh, that's smart.
Look around while I'm waiting.
Yeah. And then after a couple minutes, I want to look for magic within like 30 feet of me.
Okay. All right. So we'll say a few minutes pass as you conjure up detect magic, and you are, and that's the distance, about 30 feet.
Yes.
It goes, yeah. So you don't detect any magic.
Okay.
Except for the fact that we're all in the same dreamland experience right now and all.
Other than the huge. I will
how's the
walk.
magic?
Just the baseline.
I will gently walk towards the base of this lake.
Okay.
Like there. Do you want to stick with me?
Yep.
Sure.
As you get closer,
Here we go.
the view of the lake kind of opens up before you. It is dim light. You can just barely make out in front of you something floating out towards the center of this little underground lake.
Something floating in the center.
Mm-hmm.
About how far away do you think?
40 feet. You can just barely make it out. You don't know what it is, but
I will cast Shape Water to form a very narrow channel to part the sea in the direction 30 feet towards that thing.
okay. Water. You cast shape water, like Moses parting the sea 30 feet in front of you. You kind of see these little creatures just flopping about on the bottom of this little lake.
Okay, I'll walk in the channel 10.
It doesn't go all the way, so
Yeah.
the water's still floating out towards where this thing was floating.
I'll walk 10 feet into the channel I've created, and extend the channel towards whatever it is in the middle of the lake.
Okay. So it is very muddy. You notice as soon as you step foot here, right? Because it's even muddier than that bank you were at, right? Because this is like, picture kind of like the Chesapeake, how it gets.
Good thing I have webbed feet.
Yeah, good point. So go ahead and make a dex check, a dex save with advantage.
Okay. Ten.
10. Okay, that's enough. So you're able to get out there. You don't trip or anything or fall.
Yeah.
And
And I only go to just 10 feet.
Yeah, 10 more feet.
Yeah.
You extend this as the channel closes behind you, opens up 10 feet further in front of you. This mass, now about 30 feet in front of you, kind of just falls to the bottom of the lake. Not covered in water right now, obviously.
Can I tell what it is from 30 feet away?
You can start to make it out. It's, from your vantage point here, mostly a black mass. Kind of long, black, just coating the bottom of this lake water right now. From protruding out from under the hair, 2 feet.
What?
And you see this thing get up on its 2 arms and its back crack, stand all the way up.
I drop the channel and form like a giant water sphere around it. It won't contain it. I just want to obscure its vision from us for a second to give me time to get the fuck back out of this lake.
As you do that,
Here we go.
it turns towards you, and what you see in front of you
No, I don't.
is...
Don't. I'm already so scared. Don't.
1 sec.
I don't see anything because my eyes are closed.
You see her
No, I
staring at you.
Oh
I don't. Good night. I'm going. I'm out.
And she starts to slowly walk towards you.
No, she
As you so what did you do, Tristana?
all right, so
as this all happened.
I dropped the channel and then I formed a giant, like 20-foot sphere of water in front of her just to like obscure me from her vision
Okay.
as I opened a channel and booked it back to the shore.
Okay.
But, oh,
Oh god, I hate it.
What were you gonna say, Holfie?
nothing.
Okay. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh no!
Okay.
This is fine.
First decent roll for Zeph. Ever.
Oh no.
What is this creature?
Okay.
It's a
What
girl
is
from the
technically
ring.
what's initiative? That's Constitution, right? I always
No, I
forget.
think it's Dex.
Dex. Okay. Okay. So everyone, just let me know. Holfie, starting with you. What'd you get?
14.
Rowan?
7.
7. Tristana?
Nat 1 for 3.
All right. Valsina?
12.
12. And Zeph?
17.
All right. So it's gonna go. Zeph, and then Holfie, Valsina, and
Worked out pretty good.
and sorry, 1 sec. All right. So this rather menacing, evil-looking maiden standing in front of you, all of you about 40 feet out in the water. As this channel closes, Tristana, you made your way back to the beachy area. This channel closed. You see the maiden rise up from the lake, from as your sphere of water still encapsulates her. How long is that good for? Did you ever
Great.
establish that?
Great question.
We'll say
It-
1 round.
It
So
it can last for an hour, but it's water. She can move through it. Like there's nothing saying she can't just move through it like a waterfall. So
yeah, you casted it when she was still on the bottom of this lake. So she rose up as the channel closed. Now she's above the sphere, standing on top of the water, staring at you. Black hair plastered down her face, staring at you. So Zeph, you are the first one up.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
kill it.
All right, well.
Go ahead and place your tokens where you are if they're not already. And I will put her token.
Where is she?
Yeah, I'm gonna put her out there now. So
Where do you want to be? babe?
Get injured.
right there.
Yeah. Well, I already said I was here when I poked this thing with a stick. So this is kind of behind a rocky thing. Will it be behind a rocky thing?
Yeah, let's be behind the rocky thing.
You're a gnome. You can probably hide it behind it.
Yeah. What's the most damaging thing I can do here?
You could hurt her emotionally.
Kofi.
Oh yeah, that is. That literally is.
It's 5 square. Well, yeah, it's 5 square feet. You can't have 2 people in the same.
I could do hellish rebuke.
This drowned maiden's body cracks, bones splitting unnaturally. The sound ringing through the cavern into your ears, Zeph.
All right, Michael. I will do.
Senior Wiggles?
No, not yet. I guess I'll cast hellish rebuke. How far is she from?
Where are you? So you are there. She's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. She's about 40 feet out.
So I will cast hellish rebuke, first level. Oh, wait, 1 reaction, which I take responsibility. Okay, I can't do that right now. I will do. Sorry. A good old Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you will.
That is 16 to hit.
All right, that hits.
Yay!
And roll your damage.
5.
All right.
Force to shoot, yeah.
All right. As Eldritch Blast travels out across the water, just pummels this drowned maiden. She doesn't really budge. She's just kind of standing there, floating above the water.
Sure. Why not? And I guess then I will. See, now I get my bonus action, right? Sorry, I'm not as prepared. I did not expect to be first. So, Tenty can't help quite yet, so I will. What's something else I could do? Yeah, all my bonus action stuff's all around the tentacle. All of it. So, I guess I'll just hide behind this rock a bit. And that'll be it.
Okay.
I'll pass.
All right. Ulfia's up.
I'm going to. She hasn't had her turn yet, right?
She is not. Nope.
All right. I want to hold my action if possible.
Okay.
If she comes any closer, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Okay. And what does that do?
She would have to make a Wisdom save.
Or she's
Taking. Yeah. So on a failed save, she has to immediately use. She takes 4d6 because it's 2nd level psychic damage, and would have to use her reaction immediately to move as far as her speed allows.
okay. Okay. Away from you,
Yeah.
I assume. And
Yeah,
okay.
she's frightened of me, is what it is.
Okay. Got it.
Let me just make sure. Let me make sure it doesn't. I don't know if it's the frightened status, but No, okay, so it doesn't impose frightened. It just they have to use their reaction to move away.
Okay.
But you're holding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And what's that called? Sorry.
Dissonant whispers.
Dissonant whispers. Okay. All right. So then Valsina is up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Moonbeam on top of her. By any chance, is she a shape changer?
She is.
Can she change her form?
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna have disadvantage on this saving throw.
Okay.
It's con 13.
Okay. So. All right. She failed.
Um, just roll damage. So she's taking 2d8 radiant, which turns into 13. 13 radiant damage.
Okay.
How did we go diplomacy for this one?
I don't know. Mike said roll initiative and we panicked.
Yeah. Someone already started. I'm just continuing.
All right. Is that anything else you want to do, Valsina?
I'll move around the edge a little bit, and I'll also wild shape.
Okay. All right. And then it is the Drowned Maiden's turn. So she does start to move towards you. So that's your cue.
Yep, she has to beat a 13 wisdom save.
Our saves are so low at the
All right. So she succeeded.
Okay, so she'll take half of 46.
Okay.
So. Damn it. So 6 points.
Okay. So 6 points of damage as you try to whisper in this already scary creature's ear.
She does not have to move away from me. But,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay. So she moves 1, 2, 6.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
30 feet towards you. She looks directly. She seemingly looks directly at you, Triskana.
No, she doesn't.
And let's see. She. One sec.
Would like to sell me some Girl Scout cookies.
They really are aggressive, aren't they?
I'll take a box
Oh,
of
sorry,
Thin
didn't
Mints.
see you there.
Picture her like not even like walking or anything. She just like.
But all she has like the crappy shortbread ones.
What if she's just the ferry to get across the water?
7 days.
Ah.
The hair of this maiden, one strand, whips out of the water, whips around her, and whips out towards you, Triskana. And she's going to attack you with her hair as it whips out at you.
I
All right,
watch her
12.
whip. If it meets, it beats. So,
So-
yep, that
Okay.
hits. Yep.
Okay. All right, one sec here.
This might actually, like, just tank me. We'll see.
Our ACs are trash.
Okay.
17,000 points.
11 points of damage, slashing damage, and you're grappled.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And that will be the maiden's turn. Rowan is up.
Oh, I forgot. There was one more thing Moonbeam did. When it's in the beam, if it has to revert back to its original shape. I don't know what that means. If that means anything for this monster, but
Yeah, now it's 10 times its size. It's a fucking sea Goliath.
Okay. So what is it doing? Sorry. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
oh, it goes back to its original form. when
Okay.
it's in the Moonbeam.
Gotcha.
Yeah, its true form, whatever its true nature.
Okay.
And then when it gets back out of the Moonbeam, it can like go back.
Okay. So it's in the moonbeam right now. It doesn't seem to change forms at all.
Okay.
It is a shapeshifter, but it looks like it's probably in its natural form then.
Okay.
It's going to take place of, like, additional nightmares. So, there's that.
Okay.
Or my-
All right, Rowan is up.
gonna sneak attack
Okay.
and take my bow and arrow and try to shoot at her.
Okay.
$15.
Meets a beats.
She's beefier than we are.
Also 5-1.
Five damage and
Okay.
sneak attack. 6. So 11 damage in total.
11 damage. Okay. All right. As your arrow impales her on the side of her, seemingly the arrow goes into her, but you don't see any blood. It's almost like she's dead or something. The skin just kind of splits as the arrow enters her. All right. Anything else you want to do, Rowan?
Disengage.
Okay. Triscana, you are up.
Yeah, disengage is weird. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
So you are currently grappled. And so, yeah, what do you want to do?
With my one remaining hit point, like she just has me grappled, so I make a gesture over my heart, and I cast Charm Person.
Okay.
And with my Divination Wizard tomfuckery, I will make her saving roll be a 9.
Okay. So you try to cast Charm, but you feel like you hit a wall when you try to cast it on her. It doesn't seem to work.
Oh.
She just kind of looks at you. See, like, water or drool just coming down out of her mouth. Weird sort of grin.
As a bonus action, I'll just weakly say, "Who hurt you?" Also, I'm gonna die soon. And that'll be my turn. Can I take back the portent roll?
Did you say that? Did you say who hurt you?
Yeah.
And did you want to try to escape from being grappled?
Is
'Cause
that
you can
an,
do it. It's a thing you can do.
Is
Yeah.
that an action?
It's not an action. No.
Oh, then yes, please. Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Just strength to strength.
It is a strength.
This is gonna be hilarious. Can she beat a 2?
Yeah, it's just a DC, so it's not like according to this at least, it's not a contested one. So yeah, unfortunately, you can't escape from her grasp.
You're telling me the DC was higher than 2?
Yeah.
It's air. Like, how
All right.
high can it be?
Zeph, you're up.
Alright, how close am I in this thing now?
Probably within like 15 feet.
Yeah.
15 feet.
I'd say 10 feet if that makes a difference, but yeah.
It shouldn't. What are we gonna do here? Sorry, I should have known I was on deck.
Sorry.
Okay, I will cast Toll the Dead. That is a 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. She succeeds.
So then nothing happens to her.
As you cast this spell, seemingly she just brushes it aside. Doesn't even acknowledge you, Zeph.
Rude.
Yeah, that. Of course, why would she?
All right. Anything else you want to do?
Up for my bonus action, if you say she's within 10 feet.
Yeah.
What did you call? What did you call Mash?
What did I call her?
No, our friend.
Oh, Senior Wiggles?
Or Wiggles it is.
Yes.
Definitely. Senior Wiggles. I shall tentacle the deep. He shall appear and take a crack. I guess he'll pop up. Pretty much right in front of him. Why not?
Okay.
If there's room. And he rolls a dirty 22 to hit.
Ooh, yeah,
All
he
right,
does.
that hits.
Goddamn right it hits. And I guess it's hair to tentacle combat here.
Yeah.
I should like Senior Wiggles wearing like a sombrero too right now.
So 1d8
Are you
plus-
hitting the hair? Or are you hitting her?
I'm hitting her.
Okay.
And that is a 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Cold damage.
Yeah, this tentacle slaps out against her. Okay.
Good old tentacle
Whap.
slap.
Wow. All right, Holfie, you're up.
All right, I'm going to use my action to cast Healing Word at 2nd level for Tristan.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so yep, 8 points.
Thank you, Wolfie.
For my, yeah, I'm then just going to stay put, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? Let me just see.
My hair's got some reach, so.
Oh, sure. You know what? Healing Word is a bonus action.
Ooh.
So I still have my regular action, which I will use. I'm just gonna try and hit her with Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Just look at her and say, "For someone who washes your hair all day, looks disgusting." Just to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. All right. Failed.
Yeah, take that 1d4.
All right.
2 points.
She kind of just screams
Cutting
out. What is it?
words.
2 points, you said? 2 points?
Yep.
Okay. That seems to have affected her a little bit. All right. Anything else you want to do? Yeah.
Nope.
All right, Valsina, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to move that moonbeam back over her with my action, so that'll do. She needs to make another save. Yep, another Constitution save at disadvantage.
Constitution. All right. Disadvantage. All right. Failed.
Okay, cool. So it does another 2d8 radiant damage. Only 8 this time.
Okay.
And I will walk out from behind everyone in my giant wolf form and try to, like, I don't know, like, wedge myself over here, like, in between where, like, Triscana and this thing is.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I know she's, like, grappled. I can't really get in there, but...
Yep.
You
Okay.
probably
And
will
what's
be
your
soon.
what's your form right now again? Sorry.
Direwolf.
Direwolf. Okay. All right. So you wedge yourself up there. You try to kind of block Rowan and Zeph. Just kind of you're blocking Zeph and Holfie. Anything else you want to do, Valsina?
No, that's my turn. I can't really do anything with those, actually.
All right. So then the maiden is up. She turns and looks at you, Valsina, after you haven't cast that spell, and she.
He also has disadvantage on her next attack roll she makes because
Okay.
of Vicious Mockery. Sorry. I
Okay.
always forget that.
So she has multi-attack. She turns to you, and she's going to claw at you, Valsina. So first one is 10.
Wow, that actually misses.
Well, actually, I got disadvantage on it, right? Yeah, so 10.
No, that misses.
Misses. All right, second one, her hands reach out, long nails, about this long, reach out and try to claw you from the other side. Oh man, nat 20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So she slashes across your abdomen. So it will be, so it's. So 14 damage, 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then for our final part of the multi-attack, second of her hair tentacles reaches out and tries to lash onto you, Valsina.
Okay.
So she's going to attack with that. All right, 25, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit me all right.
Yeah. All right, and then this will be. Oh, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong. Take away. You know what? Let me just. I rolled the wrong dice for the first attack. I rolled those instead of this. So, what was the damage you gave on the initial one? Okay, it's the exact same. Okay. So then this one, now for the hair, the damage it does as it whips out at you, slashing damage will be 7 damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And you're also grappled. So
can she grapple a large creature? Because I'm a large creature right now.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you can go one size up.
She can. Okay, so Triscana, Valsina, you are both grappled currently. That's her turn. She doesn't do anything else. Rowan, you are up.
I jump from behind the rock, and I right now I have my rapier, and I'm gonna try to sever the hair from Valsina because she's the closest.
Okay. Yeah, gun. You're just. What are you taking? Your dagger or your something?
My rapier.
Your rapier. You said it. Okay. Yeah. Gonna do an attack roll.
Yep.
Okay. What'd you get? Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're doing it. No, it's alright.
Not 8.
8. Okay. Yeah. So you take a swipe at it, but it's not quite enough. So that hair is still holding strong onto Valsina. So.
In 2-weapon fighting, I'm gonna just try to slash it with my dagger, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. No. Go ahead.
Or not. 16.
Okay. Sec.
You guess this one.
One sec here. Okay. Yeah, so that hits. Okay. Yeah, so that hits as you strike out with the dagger at it's the hair grappling Valsina. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this lock of hair is now broken. Valsina drops to the ground in her direwolf form. The hair kind of falls and just floats away down the lake.
And does the maiden take damage for that, or is it just that I cut her hair?
It's just that you cut her hair. Yeah.
And
No
she
damage.
looks amazing.
Midnight Barber.
Way better.
Yep. All right. And do you have a second roll you're doing? Or is it just the one?
That was my 2-weapon.
Your 2-weapon attack. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm done.
Okay. All right. Triscana is up.
Can I do opportunity attack?
No, that's.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure that one out. Okay.
Did they move out of the way a bit?
Yeah, sorry.
So you can try to escape again, Triscana, from her grasp.
While she still has me grappled, like I'll hold up my hands, show like the webbing in my fingers, and I like touch the tattoos on my face, and I just say, "Look at me. We can help you." Do I get any reaction?
It's hard to tell because she is undead. But yeah, you definitely see something in her eyes as she looks at your hands and looks at you. Go and do a perception check.
11.
She looks familiar. But you can't quite pinpoint it.
Oh shit!
Oh, you fucker.
Oh shit!
Ah!
I know who the hell it is.
I never
I think I know her
told
name.
you guys. I never told you guys how I would know that. Oh, fuck. I don't want to fight her. I just want to spend, like, my entire turn. Like, I just kind of, like, don't fight her, and I'm just like, please, let us help you. That's it.
How can you help me?
We know this Suma. We can help you get revenge. We can pass on a message to your love.
I don't want revenge. I want my love here.
We can help you. We know where she is. I'm sorry, we didn't realize that's what you wanted her for.
Bring me her soul. I am lonely.
Will you let us go? We can help you, please.
Gonna do a persuasion check.
Oh, can I use a port and roll for that?
Yeah.
I already
yeah,
rolled, and I don't remember what the rules are for, like, if you can do it after your roll or not. But I have a port and roll to burn, and it's a 16 for persuasion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's successful.
Cool.
So you feel that the tentacle kind of loosen her hair tentacle loosen its grasp on you as you fall to the water below, coughing. And she kind of just looks around at all of you. Bring my love to me.
Ow!
You have
Can
to...
I hold out the journal and ask her to write a message to her in her own writing, her own hand?
She looks down at the book and looks at you're holding the quill, I assume, and the ink to her as well. She breaks off a strand of her hair. And she takes the hair and puts it in the book. She doesn't write anything.
Put the quill back in my pocket. Take the book, close it.
Don't you think she'll be happier away from here?
You have to let us wake up now. Let us wake up.
She slowly backs away, back over the lake, until she gets to the center of the lake, and she looks at you one last time, and then falls forward into the lake, and is floating in the lake once again, and you all wake up. And it is the middle of the night.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
I don't
What was
have
that?
love like that. If this is love, I don't want it.
Yeah. We still don't know how to provide the soul.
I think we should let her consent to it or not. She should at least know.
I should be honest with her.
So earlier today, I detected the thoughts of the first mate, and I saw her lover murdered. That was her. She wants to be reunited with the first mate. I
What
don't...
turned her into that?
The Suma? No... I don't know.
Oh, it was carved onto the ceiling here. It was her. On the wheels, night after night.
It should at least be her choice. We shouldn't go and murder that poor woman, but we should at least tell her what she wants and let her make her own decision. If it dooms the rest of the ship, at least it'll be on her head and not ours.
What'd she give you, Loki?
Do I find the journal in my person? There.
Yes. Yeah, you have it, and you open it up, and the hair is in there. Pitch black hair.
Close it. Keepsake. At least something so that we approach Dahlia, she'll know that we're not stirring up trouble or bad memories, practicing we have reason.
She's already suffered so much. It seems unfair.
I think maybe she's carrying this ghost with her. She's the one that's haunted, isn't she?
Do we want to talk to her now? I don't know if I want to go back to sleep without figuring it out first.
I don't know if we'll be allowed to sleep until we figure this out.
dagger. Was that the one that was used to...
Oh, was it? Mike, did this dagger that I have, is that the one I saw when I detected her thoughts?
What do you mean? What are you asking me? I'm sorry.
I detected the thoughts of Thalia and watched her lover get murdered, like
Yes.
slashed to pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Was it by this dagger that we now have in our possession? Or different dagger?
The one that Valsina had?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
dagger that this drowned maiden was killed with, and not that you remember. No, nothing to do with that.
Different spooky dagger.
1 second we're having a dream about a boy and
There's an abundance of spooky daggers.
devils.
Spooky all the way down.
Secrets all the way down. All the way.
All the way down.
No. I don't think she
Probably
worked
be
well
a
enough.
decent spot to call it tonight, I think.
Okay. Before the
Well, we didn't kill an
Yeah.
enemy, so we don't get to level up, but oh well.
we leveled up our brains though.
To the contrary, everyone level up to level 4.
Hey!
Yep.
Bow, bow, bow!
Enjoy it now, because it'll slow down after this, probably.
Yeah.
He's like, I need you slightly less squishy.
It's not for our benefit, it's for his.
Level 4.
He's like,
So
how
I can
many?
use all the cool monsters instead of the boring ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to rush us to the fun part of the monster manual.
Yeah. Rush
Yeah.
us to level 5 and then slow down.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Mike, that was so great. Thank you for making a puzzle dungeon for us.
No problem.
It was awesome.
There will be more of those. I like to keep it balanced. I like all that stuff. So
This is good. Oh,
I'm
that
glad
was
I.
awesome. Thanks, guys.
I'm happy I figured out that one last riddle because it definitely made up for me falling into a pit of spikes and almost impaling myself to death.
No.
Yeah,
in a
you're
way,
right.
it was brave to go first, knowing that the rope was probably wrong. Like that was courageous, right?
The answer is courage. Anyway, go slow.
Man, if Triskana had died, if you hadn't had your 1 hit point, you were the only one that knew this girl's face. Would have been a totally different outcome.
Oh.
I could have revived.
I wonder what would have happened if we killed her.
Some of
And then we're
us.
stuck in the dream forever.
So some of us have been playing D&D together for almost 8 years now. Is this the first time we've ever successfully used diplomacy? I think it might be. Maybe. Yeah. You can't think of another
Yeah.
time.
Honestly, wasn't expecting you guys to, but it went that direction and it worked. That's crazy.
All right. Well, thank you so much, friends.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike.
No problem.
Thanks
Thanks.
for
That was fun.
running,
Had a
yeah.
good time. I needed it.
Yeah, me too.
So.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, until next time!